Ha! Difficult to wake up, right? Yes, I want energy for you because without human energy, the world as a whole moves harder for its own cosmic progress. Hi, I'm Alex, and on this channel you'll find practical information for people who are searching or in need for longevity, lifespan, life extension, and quick and powerful natural and almost for free remedies for several physical internal disorders. This video is a practical guide verified by me and does not represent a cure for any disease, dysfunction or physical condition. That's why I would like please to let you know to talk to your doctor first before starting to consume the things mentioned in this video below. Fatigue, it's a symptom found in all age groups and is mainly due to the poor sleep quality, emotional and hormonal imbalance, and the lack of necessary nutrients into the body, accompanied sometimes by drowsiness, difficulty of concentrating and irritability. So mental and professional overwork, like we are doing daily, unbalanced diet with low intake from salts and minerals, and the hydration, too much water, are sometimes other factors favoring the state of fatigue. So if we are looking at the symptoms, the symptomatic manifestation that might precede asthenia in fatigue, we can be a little bit quick and trying to recover. So when you have state of exhaustion, and exhaustion is a lack of vitality day by day, sometimes we have prolonged weakness and we don't know why. Sometimes lipotomia or fainting sensation. Sometimes movements seem to require additional effort. Sometimes the intellectual effort is much more tiring than usual. Sometimes you have mild dizziness. Sometimes uncertainty in certain usual movements, state of agitation or nervousness, inexplicable sadness, irritability, lack of appetite or food appetite, memory loss, a decrease when we are feeling in blood pressure, general low energy at work, and sometimes, of course, lack of sexual interest, headache and general malaise, general weakness, and regardless of effort. This is the symptoms for fatigue. So if you want to dive in to find the best 6 nutrients to prevent, let's go. 1, it is mental source of energy, which is fats. The body needs fats for normal functioning, and for a balanced diet, it will be very beautiful to have 30 to 40% of the daily calorie supplement required must be represented by fats. Foods with a high content of saturated fats include cheeses and other unpasteurized, certified and non-commercial dairy products, homemade butter, and meat from the farm animals, not from the shops, and their fat. For those who are vegan, they can check the vegetable sources of fats like olive oil, flax oil, walnuts oil, almonds, avocado, peanuts, sunflower and pumpkin seed oil. And with one direction, all these oils should be pressed cold at a temperature of up of 60 degrees Celsius, because otherwise, if it's above 60 degrees Celsius, the essential fatty acids from the oils disappear through the too high pressing temperature heat. There are many companies, most of them they are online, that they are doing cold press, but their temperature, and they don't say that, is between 100 to 300 degrees Celsius, and the essential elements in the oil disappear, and people, most of them, they waste their money on them. For example, polyunsaturated fats such as bluefin tuna, eaten raw with the salt and pepper, mackerel, wild tuna, flax seeds or walnut seeds are essential fats, meaning the body needs them to function but cannot produce them in a large quantity. So if you are taking them as a food, you will have a lot of benefits. These fats are used to build cell membranes, but also for blood clotting, muscles movement, inflammation, and blood cholesterol reduction. In my case, I use most of the time lard of pork, chicken, or duck, and is useful for me because almost is free price, and the essential nutrients in it, they are a huge thing. So the lard contains 40% saturated fats, 50% monosaturated fats, and 10% polyunsaturated fats. This high percentage of saturated fat in lard protects mono and polyunsaturated fats from heat oxidation, and it's a miracle for most of the people in the past, in the antiquity, to cook and baking with it. So about 1 to 2 tablespoons of lard on warmed bread provides my daily energy requirement, when sometimes I work from 8 in the morning to 12 in the night. The second thing which it will be very helpful to have is ginseng. Siberian ginseng extracts are made using the bark, stems, and leaves or roots of this plant. Remedies are sold in the form of capsules, in tablets, in tincture, and sometimes, which you can find in most of the supplements, in powder. Siberian ginseng, which I tried the most, it's I guess perfect, can be used the whole thing, the dried leaves and stems from the plant can be boiled and make tea from it. In traditional Chinese medicine, a daily dose of 4 to 8 grams of ginseng powder is recommended as a general tonic, and sometimes 50 to 20 or 25 grams of powder for a situation in which people have lack of vitality or great desire, like sportive people are doing for physical effort. So ginseng is a central nervous system stimulant, so it should be avoided after PM in the afternoon. A cure can last 30 to 90 days, but no more per year, followed by a break period of at least 60 days, and after which the cure can be repeated in smaller doses, depending on your condition, of course. The free thing which it will be very good for your fatigue to be avoided in the future is organic ginger, because ginger has fans in the past, since antiquity. In the Greek, the famous Pythagoras has one of the promoters. In Chinese medicine, ginger has been used for over 2,000 years to treat problems as abdominal bloating, coughs, vomiting, diarrhea, and rheumatism. A method of administration that I often use is to leave at the room temperature 2 ginger roots, cut them into small pieces with the knife, put it in the jar with 1 kilo of 800 grams of water for about 4 days, and afterwards I will drink this precious water, refill the jar again with water, and I will leave it double time until 7 or 8 days for a new water to become full of active ginger nutrients. So afterwards, after drinking the liquid 2 times from the same jar with the same roots, I remove the ginger roots and put the ginger into the blender with whatever vegetables or fruits I have in the house, and make a very good smoothie of combination of which I want. The fourth thing, my dear friends, which I want to share with you is maca, especially the root which is most often found in powder form, which have iron, phosphorus, calcium, and carbohydrates. It has a fortifying action, being recommended during recovery periods and physical and mental exhaustion. enormous benefits maca powder have. There's an antioxidant effect, so the cell will live longer. It energizes the body and improves our mood, internal mood. It improves the memory and concentration, increases the libido in men, also in women. It increases the fertility in man. It normalizes the level of hormones, improving the fertility in women, and reduces menopause symptoms, and of course protects the skin against UV rays, and also improves the sport for people who are doing performance. So you can put maca powder in juices, in smoothies like I do, in the yogurt, also in coffee, tea, sauces, or even in the cakes if you like sweets. A successful combination of maca powder you can mix with pure cocoa, another food of full antioxidants. Cacao is made with food powder and cacao powder. It will be best for you. My proposal is to start with half of a teaspoon of maca powder daily and gradually increase the dose to maximum 2 teaspoons or small teaspoons per day. The suggested dose is 2 teaspoons of maca powder per day, approximately 10 grams. So the 5th thing, my dear friends, is tincture of myrrh. Myrrh, since biblical times, has been mentioned as a cure for the soul and also a medicine for the body, or even for a beauty elixir like in the Egyptian period. About its perfume, it has been believed since antiquity that it removes the temptation and dark thoughts, the ones who have it, and having a predisposition for the soul to meditation and prayers. So the benefits are a lot of the myrrh. Myrrh can be kill harmful bacteria, so it's very good antiseptic, helps wound healing and skin health if dissolved into the water and applied externally, helps in maintaining oral health, so our teeth, fights pain and swelling. It is natural source of antioxidants and is have effective against some parasites from the digestive system, and is also helping into the maintaining the health of the intestinal tract. Most of the people, they are using tincture like I used to, and 10 grams of myrrh are left to dissolve for about 7 or 8 days in 100 milliliters of 90-degree food alcohol in hermetical sealed jar, and after this 7-8 days period of time has passed, the preparation can be used administrating internally a teaspoon diluted in half of glass of water 2-3 times per day. Sometimes the myrrh can be as an infusion. I put 1 to 2 grains of myrrh in a glass of boiling water and leave for half an hour there, and then the myrrh will not dissolve into the water, but it will melt and float onto the surface, and instead lending its flavor and sometimes of its therapeutic properties into the water, and will be very good for us. So you can have 1 up to 3 teaspoons of this infusion will be administered 2 to 3 times per day, and you'll see very fast improvements. So for fatigue and asthenia, you can take also 20 to 30 drops of myrrh tincture diluted into a little water, as I said, 4 to 6 times per day, and you'll see that myrrh has a strong refreshing effects, stimulating cerebral circulation and favoring the intellectual activity. So the 6th thing to improve our state are the minerals. The minerals deficiency means a low level of minerals that are essential for our body to function optimally. Minerals are so important nutrients for every cell, and they have a role in energy production, growth, and healing, of course. Minerals manage the body's water balance and contribute to the development of our bones inside and maintain the health of the nervous and muscular systems. Minerals like like vitamins, function as coenzymes participating in all enzymatic reactions in the body, supporting the assimilation of vitamins and many other nutrients which we take from the food. Among the minerals with the most nutritious intake, we have, as we know, most of us we know, iodine, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sodium, which you can find in different proportion both in food and the electrolyte powder, a compound that is formed from the remineralization of the which consumes energy in performance sports. So that's why you'll see that if you take all this, but I give you one more, so 6 + 1 for a bigger energy level than those around you. You'll have this special smoothie, which is top secret for you. And we will put this, we will put 1 table of 5 grams of maca, 1 tablespoon, so 5 grams of ginseng powder, finely chopped ginger root, and almost 400 milliliters of water on unpasteurized goat milk if we find, 10 grams of hemp seeds, and 1 scoop of electrolytes of minerals without the aroma. And if you are drinking 2 glasses daily, you can have this cure about 30 days and you'll find yourself in a very, very good state of energy inside of you that everyone around you will notice, and you'll become very strong inside. So if you want to know more about this kind of longevity remedies, almost for free stuff to improve your lifespan also, and in self-healing process, you can subscribe down below, and if you have a comment, please do so. And we'll see soon if you are able to put this in order for your life. May the progressive force be with you.